Welcome to Neural Now, your daily dose of AI that actually matters. New tools, breaking news, and everything you need to stay ahead. Let's get into it.
Picture this. It's 2032. Somewhere 400 miles above Earth, a GPU fails inside an orbital data center, a $5 billion facility. No atmosphere, no roads, no technicians. On Earth, when a server dies, you send someone with a badge and a screwdriver. Takes 20 minutes. In orbit, you can't exactly call IT support. This isn't science fiction. Last month, the first AI model was trained in space. Companies are planning data centers with solar panels 4 kilometers wide, generating 5 gigawatts of power. The space compute race is here. But there's a question nobody's asking. Who fixes it when something breaks? I've been digging into this for weeks, and the answer led me somewhere I didn't expect. Let's back up. Why would anyone put a data center in space? Because data centers on Earth are hitting a wall. In space, there's unlimited solar power, 24/7. No clouds, no night cycle if you position correctly. Cooling? The vacuum of space is nature's perfect heat sink. No water required, just radiators pointed at the void. Land permits, zoning laws, neighbor complaints? None of that exists 400 miles up. Starcloud, a company backed by NVIDIA, just proved this works. They launched a satellite with an H100 GPU, 100 times more powerful than anything we've put in space before. They trained an AI model in orbit, first time in history. And here's the kicker. They claim orbital data centers will have 10 times lower energy costs than facilities on Earth. 10 times. So what's the problem? Morgan Stanley put out an analysis flagging the biggest hurdles. Radiation, space debris, regulatory issues. And that stuck with me. Quote, difficulty of in-orbit maintenance. You can build the most efficient data center in the universe, but when a chip fries, and chips do fry, you need someone to swap it out. And astronauts are expensive. Training takes years. EVAs are dangerous. You can't scale human maintenance to dozens of orbital facilities. So who does the job? In December, Tesla posted a video that didn't get nearly enough attention. That's Optimus. Running. Not stumbling. Not being puppeted by a human operator. Actually running in a controlled lab environment. Compare that to 2 years ago. Slow, supervised steps. Barely stable. The progress is genuinely insane. Tesla is planning to build 50,000 of these in 2026. They just broke ground on a dedicated Optimus factory at Giga Texas. Goal, 1 million units per year. But here's the detail that made me pause. Elon announced that Optimus will be on a Starship heading to Mars in 2026. Its job? Quote, equipment setup, maintenance, and data collection. Maintenance. On another planet. In an environment that will kill humans in seconds. Now I want you to hold 2 thoughts in your mind. 1. We're racing to build data centers in space because Earth can't handle the power demands. 2. Tesla is building humanoid robots specifically designed for maintenance in hostile environments. These 2 things don't seem connected. Starcloud isn't a Musk company. Tesla makes cars and robots. SpaceX makes rockets. But look closer. SpaceX launched Starcloud satellite. SpaceX operates Starlink, over 9,000 satellites in orbit, more than the rest of the world combined. They have more experience with orbital operations than anyone on the planet. And Musk just confirmed SpaceX is going public in 2026, targeting a $1.5 trillion valuation. The reason? His words. To fund data centers in space. So SpaceX has rockets. SpaceX has orbital operations. And SpaceX is explicitly building towards space-based compute. Tesla has robots designed for exactly the kind of unstructured maintenance work you'd need in orbit. And they share the same leadership, the same engineering culture, the same insane timelines. I don't know if this was planned. Maybe it's just vertical integration taken to its logical extreme. But right now, one ecosystem has rockets to get there, robots to fix things, and 9,000 satellites worth of operational experience. That's a full stack for autonomous space infrastructure, and I can't find anyone else who has all 3 pieces. The obvious question, what about Jeff Bezos? Blue Origin is real competition. They landed their New Glenn booster in January. They're building something called Blue Ring, basically AWS for space, And Bezos has explicitly said he's pursuing orbital data centers. He's got rockets, he's got compute infrastructure through AWS, he even has a space station project called Orbital Reef. But there's a gap. Amazon has over 1 million robots. Sparrow picks packages, Proteus moves carts, Cardinal loads trucks. They're impressive. They're also all ground-based, warehouse optimized, fixed to specific tasks. None of them look remotely human. None of them are designed for unstructured environments. There is no Amazon Optimus, no humanoid program, no robot that could float through an orbital facility and swap a failed processor. Bezos has rockets, Bezos has compute, but Bezos has no hands in space. And here's what I think people are missing. The Optimus Mars mission isn't a publicity stunt, it's a forcing function. If you can build a robot that survives Mars, radiation, dust storms, temperatures that swing 200 degrees, then orbital maintenance is the easy version. Musk isn't just building robots, he's stress testing them against the hardest possible environment, and orbital data centers get that R&D for free. I'm not here to tell you what to invest in, but I am here to point out something the market might be underpricing. If orbital compute becomes inevitable, and the energy math says it might be, then the company that can launch, operate, and maintain that infrastructure has an unbeatable moat. Google can't launch satellites. Microsoft can't build humanoid robots. Amazon is trying, but they're years behind on the robotics piece. Right now, only one ecosystem has all three. So, who fixes a data center 400 miles above Earth? Maybe nobody yet. But if I had to bet, the answer is learning to run in a factory in Texas right now. And it'll be delivered by the same rockets that are already launching AI chips into orbit. Whether that's genius planning or just the most aggressive vertical integration in history, I honestly don't know. But I know nobody else is even in position to try. That's the Musk full-stack thesis, and almost nobody is talking about it. If you want more deep dives like this, not hype, actual analysis, subscribe to Neural now. And tell me in the comments, do you buy it? Or am I connecting dots that don't exist? See you in the next one.